Alright, let's dive into something that's got the gaming world buzzing, and trust me, this one's a doozy. So, EA, the powerhouse behind games like The Sims, Madden NFL, and Battlefield, just got bought out for a staggering $55 billion. Yeah, you heard that right. But here's the twist. It's not just any buyer, it's a Saudi-led group, including Saudi Arabia's wealth fund, PIF, and some heavy hitters like Jared Kushner's private equity firm. What makes this really interesting is the sheer scale of the deal and the players involved. It's not just about money, it's about influence, strategy, and the future of gaming. Personally, I think this is a massive shift in the industry, and it raises a ton of questions about where EA, and gaming as a whole, is headed next. Now, let's break this down. EA has been a publicly traded company for 36 years, and this move takes it private. What many people don't realize is that going private can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it frees EA from the constant pressure of quarterly earnings reports, which, let's be honest, can force companies into short-term thinking. But on the other hand, private ownership often comes with cost-cutting measures, and that can mean layoffs. EA already cut 5% of its workforce in 2024, so it's natural for employees to be a bit on edge. From my perspective, this deal could give EA more room to innovate, but it also puts a lot of power in the hands of a few investors, and that's always a gamble. What's even more fascinating is the Saudi connection. The Saudi royal family has been pouring money into gaming and esports for years, and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is reportedly a gamer himself. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just about buying a company, it's about Saudi Arabia positioning itself as a major player in the global entertainment industry. This raises a deeper question: is this just a financial investment, or is there a cultural play here too? Gaming is a massive part of modern culture, and controlling a company like EA gives you a direct line to millions of players worldwide. In my opinion, this is Saudi Arabia's way of saying, we are not just an oil giant, we are a cultural powerhouse. Now, let's talk about the competition. EA's been feeling the heat from mobile gaming giants like Epic Games, and its revenues have been stagnant for years. Meanwhile, its biggest rival, Activision Blizzard, got snapped up by Microsoft for nearly $69 billion in 2023. This deal feels like EA's way of staying in the game, literally. But here's the thing, going private doesn't automatically fix its problems. EA still needs to innovate, especially with its sports titles like EA Sports FC, formerly FIFA. One thing that immediately stands out is how quickly the gaming landscape is changing. Mobile gaming is dominating, and traditional publishers like EA are struggling to keep up. This buyout could be a lifeline, but it's also a huge risk. A detail I find fascinating is Jared Kushner's involvement. His firm, Affinity Partners, is part of the deal, and he's been pretty vocal about supporting EA's growth. What this really suggests is that this isn't just a financial transaction, it's a strategic partnership. Kushner's ties to the Trump family and his global connections could open doors for EA in ways we haven't even thought of yet. But it also adds a layer of politics to the mix, which, let's be honest, can get messy. Personally, I'm curious to see how this plays out, especially in terms of EA's creative direction. Will they stay true to their roots, or will we see a shift to cater to new markets? Finally, let's zoom out for a second. This deal is part of a bigger trend in the gaming industry, consolidation. With Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard and now this EA buyout, the big are getting bigger. What this really implies is that smaller studios and indie developers might get squeezed out. In my opinion, that's a shame because diversity in gaming is what keeps it exciting. But it's also a reality of the business. As we watch EA enter this new chapter, I can't help but wonder, what does this mean for gamers? Will we see more innovative titles, or will this just be about maximizing profits? Only time will tell. So, here's my closing thought. This $55 billion deal isn't just about EA, it's about the future of gaming. It's about who gets to shape the stories, characters, and communities that millions of people engage with every day. From my perspective, this is a pivotal moment, and how it unfolds will impact all of us. What do you think? Is this a game changer, or just another power play? Let me know in the comments. I'm all ears.